So coming down into our yoga mats, and let's begin. Bolster in behind the back and ease down onto it. Have it in as close as you can have it. Extra prop for the head if you need to, if the chin gets thrown up and back. That prop under the head, blanket, cushion, towel, whatever you've got. Chin tucking down, back of neck long. And then arms out comfortably wide. Turn the palms up in a gesture of openness and receiving. And then the legs out comfortably long, backs of heels hip distance or a little wider. And just let the feet drop away. Let there be a surrendering. And taking these few moments as your time. Just tune in to the physical body, the feelings that are here this morning. Noticing what's here for you. So let's start at the feet. Again, backs of heels, hip distance, feet drop away. And then up through the legs, calf muscles spreading, backs of knees lengthening. Reconnection, backs of thighs or buttocks, where is it for you? Across the back of hips and pelvis. Up through the curvature of the lower back, feel the bolster right in at the back. The front body lifted. The front shoulders drop around the side of the bolster, creating that opening. Chin tucked down, back of neck long. Two physical eyes closed down. Facial muscles relax. And then soften. And give yourself this time to tune inward to the physical body. Again, make any last minute adjustments if you feel necessary. And when you're ready, awareness to the breaths. Feeling the breaths as they come in and out of the body. Feeling the lift, the rise, the opening on inhales. The softening, the releasing, the surrendering as we exhale. Start to let those breaths lengthen and deepen when you're ready to. So each time we breathe in, we bring a little more breath up through the body. Then the exhale slows down, balancing. Again, inhales, keep adding on one count onto the breath. Exhales, balancing. And then starting to move the feet in time with the breaths. Inhales, pointing of toes, and exhales, flexing of the feet. moving in time with the breaths. Next time you breathe in, point your toes, drop your big toes in to touch together, and then breathe out, feet roll out. And then breathe in, toes roll in and touch, and then breathe out, feet roll out. Keep it going, full rotations. The next time your toes meet together, keep them together and then keep sipping that breath in, all the way up into the chest. Scoop the lower belly out, chest lifting, chin tucking. Hold in for as long as you can. Sigh the breath out when you're ready to release. Feet drop out, surrender completely. And then breathe in, toes roll in the opposite direction. Breathe out, rolling out. Again, twice more around in this opposite direction. Last time those toes come into meet, bring them all the way back in together. Once they're together, again sipping the breath right up into the chest. And then sigh the breath out, feet drop out, surrender completely. Push out through the heels, and then when you're ready, bend those legs up, soles of feet together, knees drop away. Reach the arms back, reach for the elbows. If it's difficult to hold elbows, further down towards wrists, cup hands, or simply long arms. And then breathe in, feet press together, push down, push long, elbows pull long. Breathe out, we soften. Stretch the body as you breathe in, feet press long, elbows pull long. Exhale, softening. Continue in this way. And last exhalation for you, firm the lower belly, hold the breath out, change the grip on the elbows to the unnatural side. Once you change the grip on the elbows, change in the breath. So slow, deep breath in and out. Pause at the end of the breaths, and then slow breath out, and pause at the end of that breath. So your timing, no rush. Working the breaths as long and as deep as you can. Subtle gaps at the end of each breath, keeping the breaths balanced. So if you feel there's more space through the body, then open it up, breathe into it. I want to deepen the breath capacity. Subtle gaps at the end of each breath, that pause, that moment of stillness. Enjoy it, and then the next breath occurs wherever you're up to. One more round of breath work in your time, so just finish the round you're on and one more full round. Once you finish that last round of breath work, let the arms stretch out long behind you. Then sweep those arms all the way down around beside you. Any aggravation in the back, slide further off the bolster once you finish. Legs sore, readjust them. Arms down beside you, give yourself a moment, surrender completely. And breaths return to neutral. Let them be gentle. Notice that you feel more opened anywhere, more spacious, clear anywhere. When you're ready to come up off the equipment, any back issues, roll to the right side. If it's easy, simply slide the arms back, push to roll up, and coming up to sit. Once you're up seated, feet out into a long diamond shape. Once the feet are long diamond shape, start to roll crown of head towards your heels. Let your body surrender into where you can. Chin in and up, back of neck long. The shoulders slump, the body rounds in. And take a moment, soften. So it's time, counterposing, being over the bolster, to now let the spine roll into flexion. Remember, if it's too intense, roll in and out a few times, mobilize it. And exhale fully, start to roll the back up, vertebra by vertebra. Keep the chin tucked all the way. Head will come up last. You're holding around those legs, knees, shins, wherever you can get resistance. Pull against the arms. We don't want the chest popped out in front though. Neutral spine, chin in and up, back of neck long. And then tilting right ear down, left ear up. Keep pulling against the arms, resisting for the stretch. So you're being pulled up, lifted by that left ear. And then inhale, head center, second side, left ear down, right ear up. So you're being pulled up on the right side, lengthening. And then inhale, head centers, bring the chin around to the right shoulder, tuck it down and in. Feel the stretch side and back of neck elongating. And then the chin rolls down to center chest. Chin in and up to notch your throat. And then inhale, the head lifts to neutral. Second side, chin around to the left. Tuck it down and in or in and up, however that feels for you. And then roll the chin to center chest. Again, once you're there, keep the chin in and up to notch your throat, back of neck long. Feeling the stretch up back of neck, balanced or different. And then inhale, the head up to neutral. Face around to the right. Again, tuck the chin to the shoulder, to the collarbone. Feel it pressing in and up. Back of neck, side of neck long. Does it give you any more release? Down that opposite side, neck, shoulder, arm. The chin rolls to center chest. Keep the chin in and up to notch your throat. And stretching and lengthening. And then inhale, head up to neutral. Around to the left. And again, chin tucks down to collarbone, shoulder. Presses in and back towards the neck. Creating the length. And then roll the chin down to center chest. Chin presses in and up or in and back, lengthening the neck. And then inhale the head to neutral. Bring the face around to the right, the arms around to the right. Twist around, mobilize. Eyes at eye level. Chest back, shoulder back. Feel the belly and the back come around. And then face forward, body follows, and then around to the left. And then exhale fully, face forward, body follows, all the way to the right again. Twist around, mobilize it. And exhale, squeeze the last breath out, face forward, body follows, all the way to the left. Use the arms for support, arms for resistance, coming around as much as you can. And exhale fully, face forward, body follows. Assist those legs to come through, give them a shake out, give them a rub down, roll shoulders, mobilize the neck, do whatever you need to, what parts of the body are tight or sore for you. And then when you're ready, prop the buttocks up on the edge of the bolster. And once you're there, soles of feet together and knees drop away. Opening through those hips and legs, spine keeping it up neutral. Right hand off to the side, left arm comes up, lean over, stretch across. Push away from the right hand, lengthen that left side body. And then sweep the arm down and second side. Left hand down, right arm up and over. Stretch long, feel that right side body opening. And exhale, the arm sweeps down. Again, right hand down, left arm up and over. Stretch long. Left side body lengthening, opening. And exhale, the arm sweeps down. Left hand down, right arm up and over. Push away, stretch long. The arm sweeps down, again, right hand down, left arm up and over. Push away from that right hand, keep the ribs pushing out to the left. Breathe into them, opening up that left side body. Is any more length there? And then exhale, the arm sweeps down, left hand down, right arm up and over. Pause, keep breathing, push away from that left arm, right side lengthening, stretching. And exhale, the arm sweeps down, twist around to your right when you're ready. Shoulder back, chest back, look back, rotate. And then face forward, body follows, twist around to the left. Shoulder back, chest back, looking back. And again, face forward, body follows, all the way to the right. And then exhale fully, face forward, body follows, all the way to the left. And then face forward, body follows. Assist those legs to come up. Once you're there, left leg goes long, keep the right leg bent up. Right hand behind you for the twist, left arm goes up. Bring it over, outside edge of the leg. See if you can get any deeper around in the twist. Arm and leg press against each other. Does it mobilize more through the thoracic, the shoulder blade? Where do you rotate? Where do you feel? Underneath the right buttock, hip, where do you feel? Any other spaces, the back body? And then exhale, squeeze the last breath out. Face forward, unwind. And second side, left leg in, right leg long. Left hand behind you, right arm up. Breathe in as you exhale, arm over outside edge of leg. Arm and leg press against each other, rotate. Remember, if the shoulder's jamming up, wrap around the leg instead. And exhale, squeeze the last breath out. Face forward, body follows, first side again. Right leg bending in, left leg long. Right hand behind you, left arm up. Lean and bring that left arm outside edge of that leg again. Twist, mobilize. Arm and leg pressing. Can you get any deeper into it? So into the twist if you're doing it. So around to your right side again. Exhale, squeeze the last breath out. Face forward, body follows, second side for the twist again. Left leg in, right leg long. Left hand behind you, right arm up. Bring it over, outside edge of the leg. Arm and leg press against each other. Twist back, look back. And exhale, squeeze the last breath out. Face forward, body follows. Bring the right leg in. Flip the right foot back, toes pointing back behind you. Opening up the hip and the quad. Adjust it, bring the hips up off the bolster. Opening up that right side. If it's too intense, just windscreen wiper and lean it out to that left side. Or change the angle if you need to, getting somewhere differently. So opening up that right hip flexor quad. Keep lifting the pelvis off the bolster, opening up as much as you can. Remember, tailbone tucking, keep length on the lower back. Can we lift it up into a tabletop? Leg releases out, lift the pelvis up. And then release it in second side. Left leg, flip the foot back. Or legs leaning across to your right, changing the angle depending where it is for you. And opening up. So left toes pointing back behind you. Lifting hips, tucking tailbone, opening into your stretch. Release it up into tabletop, lift the hips up. Buttocks come down, legs come out long in front of you. Give them a shake out, give them a rub down. Roll shoulders, wrists, whatever, because you're weight bearing on them if you need to. Shake legs, rub them, whatever feels, whatever works for you. And then we're bending that right leg back again when you're ready. Right leg bends back, toes pointing back behind you. Lifting the pelvis off of the bolster, open up. Tailbone tucking. Again, if it's too intense, lean it off to the side. Change the angle if you need to anyway. And then second leg. Right foot comes out, left foot flips back. Lift the pelvis, open it up. Can you flip both feet back at the same time? Can you do Supta Vajrasana, sitting on the bolster, easing back as much as you can? If you know it's easy, coming to sit with the buttocks on the floor between the feet. Move equipment even off to the side if you know you've got more mobility, and ease your body all the way down. Now if both legs flipped back doesn't work, go to individual legs again. Ease it back as much as you can, keep tucking tailbone, opening and stretching through the front body, front legs. If it's easy, arms reach back for the elbows, opening it to where you can. Slow the breaths. If you've got both legs flipped back, change the grip on the elbows, unnatural side. If you're doing individual legs, swap the legs. And when you're ready to release, if you're flat to the mat on the bolster, if it's easy enough, hands onto the heels, lift yourself out of it, come up out of it best way you can. And once you do, simply we're going to come through with the feet together. Take the bolster off from behind you, so big toes touch, take your knees wide, and now pull the bolster in front and lean onto it. So bolster out in front of you, let your front body surrender onto it now. So big toes touch, knees wide, let the chest, let the abdominal region rest onto the bolster. Surrender, soften. Stack the hands to rest the forehead. If you need to, turn the head to one side or keep the head centered, your choice. Can you let your front body really surrender onto the equipment? If the head's turned to one side, turn it, rotate the neck to the opposite side, balancing off. And exhale fully, coming back up. Once you do, just simply come up on the hands and knees. Bring the knees to the back end of the bolster, squeezing on them. Hands under the shoulders. Through cat and cow, mobilize your spine. But keep squeezing on the back end of the bolster with the knees. Inhale, we're dipping the spine, pull the chest through, open up. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone, roll the spine, look into the navel. Moving with your breaths. Inhale the dipping, chest pulls through, open up. And exhale the rolling, looking in. Keep it moving, your timing, your breaths. Next time you're looking at your navel, stay there. Round shoulders broader, breathe into them. Chin in deeper, back of neck longer. Last exhale, fully lift the navel to the spine. Inhale, we're dipping the spine, pull the chest through. Then we're up to down dog. From there, simply tuck the toes, lift off the knees, push the buttocks up and back, tuck the head in and maybe the crown of head, forehead, or rest into the bolster. So chin in and up, back of neck low. Press the hands down, press the feet down, shoulders broad, keep breathing. So if you feel the neck is jamming, if you're on a high bolster and you feel the head's jamming, move the bolster away, chin in and up. If the head doesn't reach the bolster, if it's a flat one, then just normal down dog. Just breathing into your stretch. Find the length, find the opening. Then coming forward to plank. So walk the hands forward if you need. So you're going to have that bolster under you and you're going to ease your body down onto it in a moment as if you're coming chaturanga. So when you're ready, push away from the floor, strengthen for a moment. And then with the bolster on this, it makes it easier. Slowly start to lower down. Don't let the shoulder heads collapse forward. Keep the shoulders sealed back on your body as you lower your body in one motion all the way onto that bolster. Readjust the hands if you need. Feel the chest now pull through cobra up dog. Keep the legs working. Make sure you're not pinching in the lower back. Shoulders sealed back, chest long. Turn the chin to your right shoulder and see if you can see your left foot. Keep the left shoulder back. Don't let it rotate in. Then look to the left. And as you look to the left, rotate all the way. Can you see your right foot? Don't let the right shoulder, upper body twist. Head comes back to center. Bring the face around to your right. Do you see your left foot looking over your right shoulder? Inhale, center. And then all the way around to the left. As you look around to the left, can you see your right foot? How much rotation have you got? Bring the head back to center. Lower your front body onto the bolster. Hands next to the chest. Now keep the shoulders sealed back. Don't let them collapse. Keep them shoulders back. Chest and hips are on the bolster. Can you evenly just push up into plank? Upper body strong. So there's no curving or arching. You're able to push straight up. And then slowly lower again onto the bolster. Chest and hips hitting the bolster at exactly the same time. Again, arch the chest forward. Pull it long. Look around to your right side. Can you see your left foot? Don't twist the upper body, just rotate the neck. And then inhale, face forward, face around to the left. Without letting the shoulder come forward, can you see your right foot when you look around to your left side? Come back to center, again, chin to the right shoulder. Looking around to the right, can you see your left foot? Don't let that left shoulder come forward, keep it back. And then inhale, face centers, turning and looking all the way around to your left. Keep that right shoulder back. Can you see your right foot? Come all the way back to center. Ease your front body down onto the bolster. We're using our upper body strength again. Keep the shoulder heads back. Arms working. Can you push straight up into plank? And this time push back to down dog. Take the buttocks up and stretch back long. Crown of head rests into the bolster. Chin in and up, back of neck long. Hands press into the mat, feet press down and heels stretch down. Next inhale, right leg is going straight up, push it out, stretch it. Step the foot inside edge of that right hand, so you might have to move the right hand, left knee comes down. Pull the bolster around and underneath the pelvis now, and then bring the arms up into your low lunge. Keep adjusting right foot forward, arms reaching up, let the hips sink in. If you need to, hands on the hips for a moment, feeling are they balanced and lengthening, stretching and opening. Next exhale for you, the hands onto the bolster. If you've got a flat end, bring it up on its higher end. Ardha Hanumanasana, your half split. Stretch up the back of the right leg. Slide the right leg out. Can you let the pelvis sit on top of the bolster? Ease the pelvis onto it if you can. Stretching and lengthening. Feel up the back of this right leg, the hamstring. Where does it open for you? Can we ease onto the equipment, lengthening in? Where does the stretch come through? Where do we open into? Try and keep your shoulders sealed back into your body. Keep them down, protect. Keep lengthening, try to surrender, try to soften. And careful around the knees, but can we bring it into an easy pigeon? So we're going to slide that right leg back in. Can the right foot come across the mat towards the left? Then the right knee bends out to the right. Can you sit your pelvis on top of the bolster? So this right shin might be parallel to the short end of the mat. Can we come into pigeon? Now if that's not possible for your knee joints, keep pulling the right foot back in closer to you. Pelvis squaring, you want to bring the left hip forward, right buttock back, and then walk the hands forward and ease through lengthening. Keep bringing left hip forward and down, right buttock back. And if being on the bolster doesn't work for you at all, bring it around and put it underneath the back of the right buttock, or bring it in front of you and lean onto it, lay the front body on it. Your choice. Adjusting into where you can. Just to support the hips on it. If possible, does it give you more opening around the outer edge of the right leg perhaps? Outer edge of the buttock, the hip. Where do you feel your stretch? And exhale fully. Walk the hands up, inhale. Can you lift it up into a back bend? Are you able to lift up? Arch the chest up with the hips higher on support. Could you reach the arms up maybe and clasp the hands turning up? Maybe hands behind you, clasping, pulling long. Or keep the hands on the bolster, just lifting the pelvis and trying to square it off. Whatever works for you. Opening into it. And then we're just going to release it off. So release the hands, lift the leg, bring it back to its first position in the lower lunge. And then we're taking it back to down dog. Hands one side of the bolster, lift off the back leg, clear the foot, step it over the bolster, and you're in your down dog. Give yourself a moment here. Press away from hands, press away from feet. Balanced or different through the body, what are you feeling? And then take the left leg straight up, flex the foot, hips balance. Clear the bolster as you step the left foot over, and then you might need to pull the bolster, readjust. Low lunge, back knee comes down, arms come up, reaching up. If you need to, feel the hips, are we balanced? And then those arms reaching up and lengthening. Any more length, any more opening occurring for you? And then last exhale, bring the hands down, the half split, lifting the the toes, dig the heel, come up onto the higher end of the bolster if it's got flat, and then could you ease the pelvis onto the bolster? Are you able to sit down onto the equipment, finding that length, finding that stretch? Just ease the body in as much as you can. Feel where the stretch might be for you. Make sure there's breath. Finding that length, finding that opening. When you're ready, can we lift up, sliding that left foot in closer. Now you move your left foot across to the right side of the mat, and then let the knee drop away to the left. Can you bring the pelvis onto the bolster? Maybe the shin is parallel to the short end of the mat. Getting that prop. Are you able to bring right hip forward, left body back? If it's too intense, bring the foot back closer to you. Ease forward, protecting around joints. Feeling where the opening is. So left body pushing back, right hip squaring forward. There's one leg, one hip. This pelvis feels side, feel different to the previous leg. Notice the feelings. And then walk it up again, hands coming up, either propped up on the bolster, giving yourself that bit of height. Maybe arms can clasp above the head, turning the palms up. Maybe behind the back, pulling long. Opening up through the stretch to where you can. Hips propped and higher, what is it feeling like? Can you get opening? Can you get release? And then from here, we're going to come through to sit on top of the bolster. So just easing off, bring the back leg around, coming to sit onto the bolster. Make sure there's plenty of room behind you. Once you're seated, legs long, ease the body down onto the other side of the bolster. So your hips, the buttocks, the pelvis on top of the bolster, and ease the shoulders, they head to the floor on the one side, legs draped over the bolster on the other side. If it doesn't feel comfortable, there's pinching in the back, then keep the legs bent up. Feeling those front hips, front thighs opening. Notice that feeling for you. Again, is there any pulling, any differences on between right and left legs or the pelvis, back, abdominals, wherever you need to be? Protect, readjust. So if you're really getting some opening here and you want to stay there, by all means do so. If you want to come into happy baby, the other direction, bring the knees to the chest, bend the legs up, reach for the feet, reach for the arches, the ankles, or hands, arms around backs of thighs. Feel more of a rounded feeling through the back with the buttocks still on the bolster. Maybe the knees drop down deeper, closer to you. And you're noticing the difference from one direction to the other, finding the stretch. When you're ready to finish, either hug knees to chest, stay exactly where you are if you're just happy to be wherever you're at. If you want to, take the legs out long, just move the bolster down further so it's now the back of the knees draped over the bolster. Let your body surrender. And give yourself a moment here, surrendering and softening. Balanced or different through your body, how does it feel? Having time to breathe into the body and into the postures this morning. Maybe you feel a bit more awakened, a little more gentle, softer, more alert, more spacious. Having time to tune inward. What does that feel like? The investment we take in ourselves, our health, our well-being. Time on the mat, tuning in, focusing in. So if your mind is wandering away, bring it back to breath. Try to maintain this inner focus. When you're ready, start to deepen the breaths. Rub thumbs and fingers, wriggle toes. Open, close hands, flex feet back and forth. Circle joints, ankles and wrists. And then opposite direction in your time. Stretch the arms up and over behind you, reach long. Sigh and soften. twice more. Last stretch for you. When you're ready, bend the legs up, roll to your right. Give yourself a moment there. And then when you're ready, simply coming up to sit. Prop the hips up on the bolster if you wish to. Easy cross legs, just give yourself a moment. Sitting tall, is there balance through the body? What are the feelings? Again, if you notice the mind wandering out to others, bring it back into you. A moment of stillness, what's here for you. Next inhalation, sweep the arms up, reach up, connect your hands together and touch them to the forehead. As we move through life with thoughtfulness. Touch the hands to the lips as we move through life. We have kind words. And bring the hands to the heart. As we move through life, we have compassion and we have kindness. Namaste. Fold the body, stretch long, surrender forward. Be still or rock it out, your choice. And then roll it off, and finishing in your time.